So it's been a long day today. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, do it in one take. If you hear any drinking in the background, that's probably me trying to wet my lips. I've already done one pretty large presentation today, and it's wearing. I noticed it was wearing on my throat then, so it will probably do the same as I'm giving you this. Let's start with the good news, which is that everything I had shown at the end of September in the boxes is done. Got done with it about 30 minutes ago, which would have been about 10:30. The last thing I had to do was put some shoulder pads on the grave guard, distinguish them from the skeletons. But I thought I'd go ahead and, as it's my monthly review, go ahead and go through what I did during the month. Believe I mentioned during the late September review, I got done with 20 Mantic Ghouls and the Terrorgeist. That happened in the first weekend. That was done fairly quick. I didn't do much for the rest of the week after. Work got busy. I was doing what's called a corrosion wheel test, and they take about 8 hours to set up, and then 8 hours to take off the next day, and I think I did 2 or 3 of them during the week. So that took up a lot of time. I was having a number of late evenings at work trying to get these things done. But weekend rolls back around. I got done with 3 Vargeist, 10 dire wolves on that Sunday, 4 orc boys as well. They were sitting in another container, so I thought I'd go ahead and get them done. And then I had a old box of GW zombies that I was able to build about 10 of them out of there. I didn't find any more legs to build more legs. And then that morning, or the morning before Monday, I got the Garden of Moor set there done. And then that evening when I got home, I was able to get the Mortark's mount finished, but I hadn't built all 3 of the riders as of that point. And then what started as another week of work, another big round of wheel tests, another bunch of nights staying up late, didn't do much, and then went with my girlfriend to one of her family's wedding in Houston. And when we're down there, the car breaks down. It's the throttle body on my Ford truck, and we're stuck there through midweek. So basically, as soon as we get back on that Wednesday, I catch up with work on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it's right back to building the models that Saturday. I got the Start Collecting box done, the 10 skeletons, the 5 Black Knights. Before getting to the Mortark, I wanted something kind of to trade things up a little bit. And then I noticed from the Terrorgeist box there was still a Ghoul King and a Vampire Lord that I hadn't had done before, so I went ahead and built those as well. And that pretty much wrapped up the weekend. I was feeling good about it. Got to work on the Mantic Zombies that Monday, and I don't know what... I can't remember the name of the commentator who was saying that you need to buy Mantic Zombies because they come in a set of 30. They are pretty much indistinguishable from the Mantic Ghouls. The one difference is that the Mantic Ghouls are wearing shirts and have these long things, or long sleeves on their arms that kind of drape down. It's kind of disappointing to see that that they're pretty indistinguishable from one another. And the other thing with the Mantic Zombies is that I built through the week. I finished up the zombies, and I started getting into the Restless Dead box. I started getting into this thing, and I'm pulling out sprues for skeletons, and these things have so many extra parts, so many different parts that can be added together. I mean, exactly, enough for 10 skeletons with a bunch of extras, but the Mantic Zombies were basically for, hey, the Mantic Zombies are to fill out a bunch of zombies. It's about getting $40 or 40 guys for, I think it was $35 or $30 that I had ended up buying them for. The Mantic ones were built on bulk, and there's a lot of these zombies that they're like they look like they're half bent over or falling over from the waist. Any case, bit of a rant on that, but Honestly, I would not go and buy the Mantic Zombies. I know the ones I have to compare with are the really old GW Zombies, but I think the new ones or the last ones they have are still better looking than these. This last weekend, starting with Saturday, finished up the Hex Race. Yesterday was 10 Graveguard. Started on the skeletons, got everything flipped off the sprue, got them glued together today, and then noticed that the Graveguard, I had forgotten the shoulder pads on them, and got those done just tonight, right before I started making this little video. And with all of that, I've managed to forget, also built the White King in the box. So, I guess a few things left to cover before I kind of move on or wrap up this video. The Restless Dead box was 20 skeletons, 10 Graveguard, a White King, and 5 Black Knights, which I used as Hex Race, but doesn't matter too much on which way I built them. This box I think I bought for $120. If it was at $80, I think it would be a better buy than the Start Collecting boxes, even though they have a Mortark in them. And of course, with the Mortark, you pretty much assemble the body one way, or you assemble the mount one way, and then you magnetize the rider on top of all 3 of them. Other things, I was disappointed with Mantic. They were built, the models that they had were built up as these were going to be spectacular. Hey, you were going to get a great deal out of them. I didn't feel like I felt like I just got the amount of models. I didn't feel like I got the I didn't feel like I got anything special with them that I might have gotten by buying Games Workshop models. As far as next month goes, workload looks the same throughout this first 2 weeks, and then girlfriend's having a family emergency right now, so pretty busy around Turkey Day as well. Outside of plotting out a single-player narrative campaign, which I did earlier this month while I had nothing really to do, but couldn't build any models at the time, I might start that up. But as of right now, there's no other plans, no other goals set in place as to what I want built. So I think I'll take a much deserved break after these 3 months of just building nothing but models. So if you like the video, if you want to stay in touch, go ahead and drop a note, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all again. Have a super happy time.